Rick, you have a lot of clout. You should grow some fucking balls, dude. Today's video is sponsored by the Songwriting Inspiration app. With Song, you can quickly organize over 6,000 guitar chords into major and minor keys and start writing more sophisticated, harmonically rich songs. Save your lyrical ideas and record quick melodies right inside the app to stay organized. Check out the Songwriting Inspiration app today. Links in the description. Hey, what's up, dudes and dudettes? Brad the Guitarologist here. I wanted to give a response to something that's been popping up a lot in my feed lately, and that's Rick Beato's videos on blockers and people who demonetize and all this. Mostly he talks about blockers, but some, he will talk also about people who demonetize. I don't think he monetizes any of his videos anyway. He sells his books, and that's how he makes his money, and that's kind of his business model of how he does things. But I just want to tell Rick, Rick, if you see this video, you have a lot of clout. You have almost 2 million subscribers now on YouTube. A lot of your videos regularly exceed hundreds of thousands of hits per video. I think it's pretty common for you to get, 300, 400, 500,000 views on some videos. That's kind of represents a lot of clout, and that's something that you could use to try to change things. I know that you recently did testify before Congress, which is cool. I don't know what all exactly you suggested because I didn't watch that video, but Rick, you have a lot of clout. You should grow some fucking balls, dude. I don't mean this to be mean to you. I think you're a nice dude. I do like your videos, the ones that I've seen. We have a lot of shared interests, a lot of common musical interests, obviously, but you have the ability, if you wanted to, you could try to change some of these policies, and the way to do this is to go after these people who block your videos, man. If you don't dispute this stuff, then you're basically just rolling over like a dutiful canine and taking it up the butt, man. And you're not only taking it up the butt for yourself, but you're taking it up the butt for everyone else too. Policies will never change unless you challenge these things. That's why I don't think you're a bad dude. I don't think people who like to, go along to get along kind of attitude, which you seem to have kind of that attitude, go along to get along. I don't think you're bad people who are like this, but man, you gotta have a spirit of rebellion about you at times, man. Otherwise, you're just gonna get run over roughshod. Demonetization and blocking and all this stuff is part of that. I had videos taken down before, man. I had one video that was taken down from the song Wayward Traveler, okay? That's a song that was first written in like 1830 something, okay? It's like, or Wayworn Traveler, excuse me. I saw a wayworn traveler with tattered garments clad. It's like a really freaking old traditional song. But it was redone, it was recorded by the Carter family, and Johnny Cash and a bunch of other people, I think, throughout the years recorded that song. It's it's a popular gospel song, but I did my own version of it at one point, and it was removed. But I challenged it. I was like, hey, look, you guys don't own this. This song is like from 1830s. You might own the sound recording from the Carter family version, but you don't own this song. So I challenged it on that basis and won. And you have to follow out the challenges. They'll come back, are you sure you want to do this? You might get a copyright, or you might get a channel strike if you proceed and you're found to be at fault. They scare you with this shit, and it's dumb, dude. You're so afraid of losing your channel and all that you've built and all the blood, sweat, equity you've put into it, and I totally get that. I understand it. It's kind of, it's kind of hard to press that button when you think, oh my God, they might give me a strike on my channel. But you have got to grow some freaking balls, man. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You've got to grow balls, and you've got to press the button. You have to do this to defend fair use.
It's a path made of principle.
If you don't do this in defense of fair use, you're capitulating. Why the fuck would you capitulate to these people who are blocking your stuff when it's obviously fair use? Dude, if you are teaching from this, if you are enlightening people, especially if you're not even taking any monetary revenue from it, that's another thing in your favor. But even if you were taking revenue from it, you can still do this, and it still can fall under fair use. It just depends really on the circumstances. But particularly if you are being critical of the song in any way, and you can just, all you have to do is in one little snippet of your video, it's like, this part I don't really like. I just think they should have done something different here. That's critique. That's criticism. That is 157.5% protected, man, under fair use doctrine in the United States, and you have every right to do that. And I would suggest to you, from now on, when you make those videos where, you know, you're showing these songs that you love, include a little bit of critique of the song as well. A little bit of, oh, here's something I might have done differently right here. Here's something that, you know, this part could have used some reverb. This part could have, you know, that's criticism, man. That adds to your claim. And if you go to dispute any of this stuff, anything that's satire, criticism, you know all of this, but, you know, for the people watching who don't necessarily know all of this, fair use is a very, it's almost ingrained into the American ethos, really, if you think about it, because without some kind of fair use doctrine, you know, people, you criticize something, if it's a historical work, it could be whatever, you know, you could criticize somebody's book. Somebody writes a book, you come out with a critique of it or criticism of it, you quote from the book in your criticism. If you quote anything at length, they might come back and say, oh, you're, you know, you owe me money for that part of the book that you, or that part of your pamphlet you sold, or whatever, you know, whatever money you made, or you're going to give me damages because my book sales went to, you know, through the floor whenever you came out with this, and now you owe me damages because you damaged, you know, the sellability of my work. This is all bunk because of fair use. And if we don't protect it, if we don't covet it, if we don't fight the bastards, man, you have to grow balls. I don't know whether it's a generational thing. I think, you know, Rick, you're probably, what, probably 10 or 15 years older than me, maybe. Maybe even 20. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 42, but it seems like maybe you're 15 years-ish older than me. You've got to hit the button, man. You've got to hit the button that says, I dispute this. And you have to dispute it and dispute it repeatedly. Now, when you get to the end, I'll tell you what happens with these disputes, okay? When you get to the end of the dispute process, at some point, it's like, okay, the person who's making the claim against you, are you gonna sue this person? It's up to you. And basically, YouTube turns to them and says, hey, you need to show us that you intend to sue this guy to take this down. On whatever claim you're going to make. And if you can't prove to us that you're filing a lawsuit against this person to remove this video, then we are going to reinstate the video. As YouTube, we are going to reinstate his video and waive your claim. That's how it all plays out eventually. And I've done this a number of times now. I've had to actually fight blockers and fight this stuff whenever it's come up, you know, and people have claimed portions of my video that wasn't even, like, they'll monetize it on my behalf. And I'm sure you've probably had this happen too. Like, some publishing company, even though you're not monetizing it, will come in and monetize the thing you made and take all your revenue. And you don't owe them all your revenue, dude. You can dispute some of this stuff and you can actually come out ahead and come out on top. And I'm just telling you from personal experience, if you don't dispute it, you're capitulating, and capitulating makes us all weak. It makes us all weak. So my advice to you, Rick Beato, and others who are out there, you know, listening to videos like that and these constant rants, you know, oh, I hate this blocking. Well, do something about it, dude. Fight it. Fucking fight it. Don't just lay back and take it. So anyway, that's my video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit subscribe down below if you have, and we'll see y'all later.